Hello and welcome to Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer and we're so happy that you took time to join us today. We've got a great show lined up today with a lot of information. Mr. Guy Williams is going to be here. He is with the Gulf Coast Bank and Trust Company. Susan Currie from the American Red Cross is going to be here talking about some swimming lessons. Anna Zorrilla is with the Louisiana SPCA, and boy, have we got a treat for you. She's got a very special guest that she's brought us, and you know what? If you like our guest enough, you can take him home. That's what it's all about with the Louisiana SPCA. Mr. Jack Pruitt is going to round out the show, and Jack is with the Historic New Orleans Collection, and they've got an antiques forum coming up that he's going to give information on. That's Across Louisiana. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Across Louisiana. We're very happy to have Mr. Guy Williams, who is the president and CEO of Gulf Coast Bank and Trust Company, in the studio with us today. Guy, thanks for coming in. And we've got some goodies here already that we want to talk about. You guys have an incredible event called Auctions in August. Now, my first question would be, when is this normally held?
we generally hold it in
August. Dead giveaway. But I see that you guys raised over $66,000 in 2012 and it benefited over 350 charities. That's absolutely incredible.
Well, thank you. And cumulatively, we've raised over $450,000.
And now how many years have you done this?
This is our 6th year.
6th year. So how does this work? Because we were talking before we went on the air, I kind of thought this was an event that you held and you go and you do a silent auction on the boards, but this actually takes place all during the month of August. So let our viewers know how they can participate in this.
Well, it's a fun event and you can participate 2 ways. The items are online and you can go to the auctionsinaugust.com website and scroll through sporting events, personal events, restaurants, travel, or you can go to any of our branches. We have items in each one of our branches, so any branch from Baton Rouge down through St. Bernard will have a different selection of items, some local items, a lot of handmade items, and a lot of interesting things. So you can either do it online or come to any one of the branches.
Now, I was told last year you had over 1,100 items.
We did, and we're probably going to do better than that this year. We have found this to be really attractive. A lot of our charities have discovered that it's a great fundraiser. One in particular, the New Orleans Oral School, deals with deaf students. They don't have a rich student body, they don't have rich alums, and this is their biggest fundraiser. All year long they gather items, we do all the work, they get all the money, but because it works so well for them, they get a lot of different items. They have a Mercedes-Benz child's car this year.
Oh my gosh.
So if your kid needs to start right, we have a little Mercedes
what better
electric
way to start?
car.
Why not open an account while you're doing that, right?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. So again, now your website is www.auctionsinaugust.com.
Yes.
So there's no one event that you're going to hold that is going to be like with food and drinks. All of this is done online. If I come into one of your branches, I can make a bid.
You can. Now, each week, some items are going to close out. It's similar to the auctions you may have gone to for different charities. So each week, certain items will close out.
So this Drew Brees helmet may not go all the entire month.
It'll go the whole month.
Okay.
But on the other hand, we have tickets to the first preseason game along with a parking pass. So you obviously need to bid on that and win it before that game, which is in early August.
Right. Auctions in August quickly.
So that will close out in the 2nd week of August.
Okay, great. Well, Guy, this is outstanding, and you said that it's your 6th year, and again, I just saw that in 2012 you raised over $66,000, benefited 350 charities. That is just outstanding news. We'll put the website up on the screen. Again, we'd love to have you come back, say in September, and let us know how you did this year. And you ever thought about having an auctions in September or anything like that?
Probably not. We do it in August because if you think about it, August is a miserable month in New Orleans.
Yeah.
It's unpleasantly hot, and everybody is looking over their shoulder to see if there's a thunderstorm in the Gulf.
Yeah.
This is something fun to focus on, a good way to do your Christmas shopping earlier.
Absolutely. Great
And
thought.
you benefit local charities.
Guy, listen, best of success with this. Thank you so much for coming in. We greatly appreciate it. Melojoy Coffee, we have that here at Cox, and I've seen it all around town. We've got a great feature on Melojoy Coffee that we want to cut to right now. I think you'll enjoy some of the history behind Melojoy Coffee. After the feature, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Melojoy was founded by the Begnaud family in Lafayette in 1936. Two brothers decided to go out on their own, and they felt like they had their own recipe of what customers really wanted. They wanted to roast high-quality beans in a certain way to give it a certain flavor, and so they formed Melojoy Coffee Company in 1936. And it was the #1 coffee in Acadiana from 1936 through 1976. It was the known brand, all of that generation, or 2 generations there. I mean, they firmly believe in Melojoy, and that was what they drank forever. In 1976, though, a competitor came in, bought the company out, and actually closed the brand down. They bought their competition. In 2000, a grandson of the original founders was able to resurrect the brand, brought his grandfather's recipes back, and we reformed Melojoy Coffee in 2000. Sometime around 2005, the Elmore family became investors in the company, and since 2005 they've actually acquired the ownership of the company. Mr. Elmore is a big philanthropist in Acadiana. One of the things that attracted me to come to work for them was the fact that he is so passionate about the high quality beans and how the beans are roasted, and we want that consistent taste every single time that we put a bag on the shelf. We've gone through a little bit of evolution. We had cafes for a while. We no longer have the cafes, but we've made some tremendous strides in our retail coffee, our on-premise. Most recently we have gotten into some of the casinos, and that kind of brings us up to this point in time. All of our coffee here at Melojoy is Brazilian coffee. It's 100% Arabica beans that we get from Brazil, and we only buy the top 1% of the coffee beans produced. You could classify us as a gourmet coffee because we only buy the top 1%, but we don't charge gourmet prices. We're on the grocery store shelf along with any other regular coffee that's out there. The logo that we use on there says Original Cajun Coffee, because it actually is. Yes, there are other coffee companies here in Louisiana, but this is the only one that was founded in Acadiana. To me, it gives you a wonderful Cajun heritage kind of flavor. Our dark roast is really our best seller, especially south of I-10 in Cajun country. We actually grind our dark roast a little differently than we grind the other blends. We leave the grounds larger than we do in the other blends. And what that does is when the water hits that dark roast coffee, because it's a bigger grind, it has more surface area. And when it has more surface area, it gives it a completely different flavor than a medium roast or an in-between roast. And it really bursts with flavor. Further north you get, they like a little bit lighter roasted coffee, not something as thick as we like to say down here in South Louisiana. We have 4 flavors, or 4 blends of coffee, I should say, that are sold in the grocery stores. We have our medium roast, our between roast, and our dark roast, and we talked about the dark with the heavier grind. And of course we have a decaf that is sold. And then on the website only, you will find a very special blend that we do, which is our Southern Pecan. It's the only flavored coffee that we do, but a lot of people really, really like that, but it is only available on our website. Probably the biggest challenge we run across is just name recognition. You've got obviously national brands of coffee out there that have been around for a very, very long time, and it's hard to get into some of those markets with a little small coffee called Melojoy. But one of the things that really helps us is our bag is bright yellow and black, which stands out on the shelf. And right now in the United States, mainly due to quite a few TV shows that are out there, there's a popularity going on in the Cajun culture. So a lot of people are fascinated with anything that we produce. And when they read our history, which is on our bag and on our website, that we've been around since 1936. Took a brief hiatus, but same basic recipe, and that it's born and bred right here in Acadiana. They tend to migrate towards it. They love to try it, and so usually once they try it, we've got a good shot at keeping them for a long time. For more information on our coffee and any of the other products we sell, you can always go to www.melojoy.com, or you can call us at 186-MELOJOY.
And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Very happy to have Susan Currie with us from the American Red Cross. And we're going to be talking about something that's probably critical this time of the year, and that's water safety. So welcome to the show, and thank you for coming on to talk about that. So let's talk about some of the classes that the American Red Cross is going to be teaching this year as far as water safety goes.
Well, you know, we teach water safety courses all summer long and really all year long, but we're really proud to be partnering with the Payback Foundation, and we have a grant to actually teach water safety instructors as well as intro to water safety to students for free. So we're really thrilled that we have this funding to make that happen.
Now, how would I go about registering for this if I wanted to? I mean, is there an age limit? Is it for kids, adults, anybody, everybody?
Well, the water safety instructor course is actually for people who are 16 years and older, and they've got to be proficient in swimming, and they actually will learn how to use our course materials, train students, and actually evaluate students in the water so they can become water safety instructors for the American Red Cross. And that will allow them to actually, you know, have a skill that they can put to work to have a vocation.
That's great. So that'd be like if they wanted to be lifeguards somewhere at a public pool, would they be able to qualify for something like that?
Well, if they had more training, they can get more Red Cross training to actually become a certified lifeguard. The first step for this one is to do the water safety instruction course.
Okay.
And then they'll actually put their skills to work to teach other classes with students. To register, you go to redcross.org/take-a-class, and actually the computer system is smart enough to know that you're coming from our local area and you can register for the class. And again, these are free offerings.
And the classes are taught where?
They're going to be taught at the UNO Aquatic Center.
Okay.
But it is for St. Bernard residents, this particular grant.
Okay. How's things going with the Red Cross? Everything are you guys ready for hurricane season? I know you are. We like to always talk about hurricane season and safety and hurricane preparedness. I know, let's knock on wood, hopefully we won't have to call on you this year, but you guys just do such an awesome job with that, and I don't know where we'd be without you, quite honestly.
Well, thank you. We are ready. We have already gone through all our contingency plans so that everyone on our staff and our volunteers know what their assignment's going to be. And we always just want everyone to be prepared and know what they need to do for a storm. So I would encourage people to go to our website and learn about how to, have a plan, have a disaster supply kit, and be informed so that they know what to do should a storm be approaching our area and be in the Gulf of Mexico.
And Susan, we say hurricanes. The Red Cross is there for so much more than hurricanes. I think you guys you probably stand out more when hurricanes and natural disasters happen like that. But the Red Cross is there for a lot of other things, and we just want to say thank you for all you guys do. So best of luck with your water safety instructor class. Please, the American Red Cross is always welcome to come on the show and talk about anything and everything you have going on. Thank you for taking time to be with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Stay with us. When we be right back, we're going to have a special treat from the Louisiana SPCA. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. We are very, very happy to have joining us right now Miss Zorrilla, who is with the Louisiana SPCA, and your good friend Elmo.
Yes, this is Elmo.
And I got to tell you, this dog has become the darling of the studio right now. Everybody loves him. He's so well behaved, and of course, that leads to one of the things we're going to be talking about, and that's adoption. And
yes.
I mean, listen, you guys.
He is available. He is looking for a good home, so we're certainly hopeful somebody out there.
You've got 30 people out here that would love to walk out with him right now. He's just
all he needs is one, the perfect family looking for him. He's an adult dog, which I think is a great addition to a household. He's potty trained, he's vaccinated, he's neutered, he's microchipped. He is ready to go home, and he is sweet as can be.
He's
as you can see, he likes to cuddle on the sofa here. Yeah. He likes to sit. He likes to, give kisses, and he's very good in the car. So he would make a wonderful, wonderful addition to someone's household.
So if I'm watching the show and I see Elmo and you've got lots of animals to adopt, but if I fall in love with Elmo here, and he's so easy to fall in love with, how would I adopt him? What would I need to do? I know I can't just come in and say I want Elmo and off I go. I know there's some steps you have to go through.
Absolutely. So we do have an application and interview process. If there are other pets in the household, we want them to meet first to make sure they all get along. And if they're small children, so under 10 years old or so, we want the kids to come in and meet them. We know not every child loves every dog or cat, and not every dog or cat loves every child, so we want to make sure everyone's met in advance. The other requirement is that if you own your own property, we want to see proof that it's your property, and if you rent, we want to see that rental agreement.
Okay.
Unfortunately, in New Orleans, we know that there's a lot of properties that don't allow pets, and so we get a lot of animals turned in because of a landlord, not wanting a pet in the home. So we want to try to reduce the number of animals turned into Louisiana SPCA, and so those are the criteria. But you could come in any day of the week. We're open 7 days a week to meet the wonderful adoptables. You could also go on our website at la-spca.org to see the adoptables. It is a live feed, so as soon as they're available, they're on the website. As soon as they're adopted, they're off the website. And also during the months of July and August, we are running a really special promotion. So it is our 125th anniversary, and we are doing an adoption promotion on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays through the end of August. You can adopt one animal for $25.
Wow.
So one cat or one dog or one kitten. The only restriction is that it's on dogs that are over 40 pounds, but all cats and kittens qualify. And it's a great way if you're thinking about it, you're on the fence, this is a great time to think about adding another cat or dog like Elmo. He is available and he does qualify for the promotion.
Diana, where are you located at?
So we're at 1700 Mardi Gras Boulevard. It's on the West Bank in Algiers. Really easy to just cross the bridge. You get off at General de Gaulle and we are literally 2 stops off of the interstate. And we have great adoption events all over the city. So if for some reason, the West Bank isn't convenient for you, if you go to our website, you can see where are we bringing wonderful adoptable animals, because often we'll bring them to different stores, shopping centers, just different venues to make sure they get seen and hopefully adopted.
So you have dogs, cats,
and all kinds of other critters. So we are an open admission shelter. We have rabbits, hamsters, guinea pigs. Sometimes we even have goats and horses and all kinds of critters, but primarily cats and dogs.
Well, Anna, thank you so much for taking time to come in. I hope somebody watching sees this. I just can't describe how well behaved and how beautiful this dog is.
He is just a great dog.
He is a great dog. If you're watching and you want Elmo or any other dog, I mean, there's nothing like adopting a pet and giving it a home. Anna, thank you for all you guys do at the SPCA. It's wonderful. Stay with us. When we come right back, we're going to be talking about the historic New Orleans collection. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Across Louisiana. Very happy to have Mr. Jack Pruitt with us today. Jack is with the historic New Orleans collection, and I hope we got all the dog hair out of the seat for you there, Jack.
Yes, you did, and I appreciate it. The allergies appreciate it. Thanks.
I didn't even think about that. Let's talk about where the New Orleans collection is located, because I think it might be in the French Quarter.
It
if I'm not
is.
mistaken.
The historic New Orleans collection is located in the very heart of the French Quarter. We have the place, the campus at 533 Royal Street, and then we also have the Williams Research Center and the Laura Simon Nelson galleries right there at the corner of Conti and Charters. The Williams Research Center is located at 410 Charters.
And what would you say the mission of the organization is?
The mission of the organization is really the preservation, the study, and the promotion of our rich heritage and culture of our city, our state, and the Gulf South.
Okay. Now, and I was asking this earlier, do a lot of people donate items to the collection?
Yes.
Or do you have to go find them, or a little bit of both?
We do. We have individuals contact the Historic New Orleans Collection, and the items need to be in keeping with our very mission. And then there's a process by which you go through. But yes, we do accept from the public.
And now you've got a big event coming up that we want to talk about. It's the New Orleans Antique Forum.
Yes.
So give us all the exciting news on
Well,
that.
I have to tell you, I'm honored to be here to talk about something that I'm very, very passionate about, and it is the New Orleans Antiques Forum. It was created after Katrina, and part of the reason was to bring people back to New Orleans. It's been very successful. This year's theme is opulence and intrigue, exoticism in the 19th century. And the dates are August 1st through the 4th. And they'll be taking place at the Williams Research Center.
Okay. Now, you've got a website. We'll put that up. And if I go to the website, I can find all the information on the Antiques Forum, registration, and so forth?
Yes. Individuals can go to our website, hnoc.org, or call 523-4662.
Okay. And now what will, at the forum, what will attendees experience?
Those individuals who are passionate about antiques, whether it be just individuals interested in antiques or the serious collectors or buyers, whomever is interested in antiques, will hear from national and international experts on the decorative arts and architecture. And this year's theme really will focus on the exotic of the 19th century. And you know, as we began to prosper as a nation, and particularly in the Gulf South too, we began to look to those worlds that were foreign, that were new to us, and they were exotic. And we began to bring those things back. And we'll be looking at those things, whether it be painting, whether it be jewelry, whether it be architecture. And this year too, we're having John McGill, who is with the Historic New Orleans Collection, speak on carnival design, the exoticism of carnival design.
And is this open to the public?
Yes, yes. Anyone who would like to attend, they can go to our website or they can call.
Okay.
And registration begins, options begin at $100. And also we have optional activities too. We have a wonderful tour, which is on Thursday. Which we will be going to 3 locations, and then also a walking tour of the French Quarter.
Well, Jack, this is great. And again, all the information can be or found on the website. Thank you so much for coming in. Anytime you want to come in and talk about things that are going on with the collection, feel free to do that. Good luck with the upcoming forum.
Thank you.
You've been watching Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer. I'm your host, and we greatly appreciate you taking time to watch the program. We hope we provided you with some information that you find beneficial as well. We'll see you next time.